Hello, I'm delighted to have Eddie Habibi with me today. Eddie is president and founder of PAS. Welcome, Eddie.
Thank you, Peter. I'm delighted to be here.
This morning, ARC shared their vision for automation systems. What are your views about ARC's message this morning?
I thought he did a very good job presenting a compelling vision and a reason for change. It is very much in line with our view of where the industry needs to go. We believe that there is a lot of opportunities for disruption, new innovations with the industrial Internet of Things, as well as connectivity just about everywhere and increased capability of computers, artificial intelligence. We have seen these trends in every other industry except automation. You see it in autonomous vehicles that are coming along. Within 2 to 3 years from now, we'll have cars that drive themselves. We have telecommunication systems that are operating based on standards with a lot of interoperability. We need some of that innovation in our industry as well.
Okay. So PAS started as a automation and operations performance management company. Can you talk a little bit about your change in focus in terms of ICS cybersecurity?
Our core competency is automation systems and the performance of those systems, making them better, making them more secure. Since the start of the company, the first product we put out, Integrity Software, was designed to help manage these control systems, management of change, inventory, backup, and recovery of these systems. What we have done is we have made a pivot based on the needs of the industry to tailor our solutions more towards cybersecurity. The inherent capabilities of the systems are the same. We are simply exposing the additional capabilities needed to better secure the OT layer. These include inventory of the control systems, management of change, which is very critical to identifying unauthorized changes. It includes backup and recovery, patch management. Automated patch management continues to be an issue. And the uniqueness of this approach is that we are a systems, platforms, vendor agnostic solution provider that can address a very large enterprise's needs in this area with a single solution.
Okay, yeah. So we've noticed an uptick in the market for industrial control system cybersecurity in the last 12 to 18 months. What do you think is causing this change in the market?
I think an increase in attacks has definitely captured the attention of owner-operators, and we have seen within our customer base, board of directors becoming more active in taking accountability for these cyber attacks. I think they have watched too many of these attacks on the retail sector, and attacks on the industrial sector would have a totally different meanings, as we have seen in different places.
Okay. Many companies offer IT cybersecurity software and offerings, and some of these offerings are being extended into the operational technology or the OT layer. What's inherently different between the IT and the OT, and why is there a need to treat the systems special from your point of view?
Certainly. The IT solutions that are out there have been around for a long time. We have seen cybersecurity solutions for the IT layer for over the past 2 decades. At the OT layer, it is somewhat different in that you're dealing with totally proprietary systems with complex and different types of configurations that need to be managed. Taking what worked for IT and applying it to OT is like having a hammer and looking at every problem in life as a nail. You can't solve the problems of proprietary systems with these solutions that were developed for open systems. And the fact is that they are not capable to see what goes on inside these proprietary systems. Now, mind you, you do need those IT layer solutions such as firewalls and antivirus detection software. But when it comes to the deep proprietary level, you need software that is customized, that's specially developed to capture the inventory of these systems, manage change on the systems, as well as manage the patches that go on in those systems.
Okay. This morning in ARC's opening keynotes, there was much discussion about open systems and disruption and industrial Internet of Things or Industry 4.0. Is there an opportunity with these new technologies and new approaches here, or how do you see the current automation systems evolving in this manner?
Very good question. I think Industry 4.0, as defined by some of our European friends, is the sign of the fourth industrial revolution, which signifies tremendous change. It comes with tremendous opportunities, and the enablers are the internet, tremendous number of sensors out there gathering information, increased connectivity, as well as capability to analyze the data, artificial intelligence, all coming together to disrupt every sector in the society. We are seeing that in the automotive industry. It is time we see that in the industrial control system sector. Where is that innovation going to come from? We don't see that innovation coming from companies that are inherently benefiting from the status quo. In fact, by definition, status quo will not change. That means that disruption needs to come from somewhere else. Smaller, more agile companies, not with so much legacy investment in the status quo.
Okay. So the industrial Internet of Things and Industry 4.0, some of the concepts that are being introduced include remote monitoring and analytics and asset performance management and communication over Internet protocols or cloud data centers. How do you see IoT and Industry 4.0 impacting cybersecurity at the industrial layer?
Internet of Things and Industry 4.0 offer tremendous opportunities, but at the same time, they bring with them new challenges we haven't seen before. With the new environment, you want more connectivity, more access, remote access, hence greater cybersecurity vulnerabilities. So inherently, as end users, owner-operating companies look into deploying these new innovations, they need to think about cybersecurity and how they are going to secure their systems from external breaches as well as inadvertent internal vulnerabilities that will come about as these systems get more complex.
Okay, yeah. So I have one last question, and that is in terms of how do you recommend companies move forward in developing an ICS cybersecurity strategy?
Take the lessons learned from IT. There are some fundamentals you need to do. Secure the perimeter. That's finding the low-hanging fruits, make sure your firewalls are well established, make sure you have antivirus. Systems are up to date on the IT side. On the OT side, the very first thing you need to do is select a standard to abide by. Conduct a gap analysis as to where you are in practice versus the standards that you have adopted. Very immediately, just like in hard asset management, equipment asset management, identify the inventory of the assets that you have. And by inventory, we're talking beyond the IT open system Windows environment. We're talking about the deep control systems, the proprietary side, everything from the control system to the operator station to the I/O cards, as well as the smart field transmitters. Every one of those points is a point of vulnerability. Take the inventory, start applying automated patch management, deploy strict change control on these systems, require workflow processes that adhere to best practices for change control and change management. Finally, and also very importantly, assume that there will be an event. You have to make that assumption. Therefore, have backup of your systems on a regular basis, make sure they are up to date for recovery in the inadvertent case of a breach.
Okay. We've been speaking with Eddie Habibi, founder and CEO of PAS. Thanks for watching.